Guys, my name is Debbie and I'm an intuitive reader as well as a medium here, and I'm here to give some type of messages from beyond. Hopefully this does help and resonate. Let's get right into it here. Hope you guys are doing well. Do check out my book as well, Accepting the Gift. It's all about my journey in regards to communicating and seeing spirits kind of thing. It's all in like story form, you know. You know how I talk story talk around here. All right. I literally heard it was just a matter of time. I feel that there was a lot of questioning from a doctor. I feel that somebody was battling. I literally heard cancer, like leukemia, I feel. But yeah, and I feel like there's a child here that needs to be kind of explained to as to where this person went. Okay, I feel like either this is definitely a male energy. I usually don't gender specific here, but you do have the Emperor. That's a very male type of energy here. Could have been an Aries energy as well. The Emperor does represent the sign of Aries, but I feel like there's a grandfather that has passed here, but it's almost kind of like we'll see. I'm just using pop-up. Doesn't have to be pop-up. But that's what my kids called both of my father and my father-in-law kind of thing. But it's kind of like, where's Pop-Pop at, you know? But definitely I feel that somebody is going to be, because they have questions. They want to know here. And I feel like this is what the grandfather wants here in regards to explaining to this child, to have a clear understanding kind of energy here, okay? I feel like I can't remember. It was like, what, 1976? You can correct me in the comment section below, but like Star Wars or Star Trek or what have you. The one where like you go through like this beam of light and there's like stars like coming at you. Like really like super fast. I think that was Star Trek. I think. Anyway, I don't know my stars. But yeah, so, I mean, I was young too with the Star Wars part. But yeah, so definitely I feel like that's how he kind of traveled to the other side. That's really cool. But yeah, it was like he was living out like a fantasy. He must have been like either a Star Trek or I feel it's Star Wars, you know, kind of energy here. But I feel like he was a Star Wars fan. Okay, absolutely. Which is kind of funny because my last name is actually Spockman. And everybody calls me Mrs. Spock or whatever, you know. Or they're always asking me, are you a Trekkie fan? I'm like, no, I was just blessed with the German last name. But yeah. I feel like he's like laughing, giggling, saying that he's in retirement now. You know, he doesn't have to worry. He's not stressed, you know. I feel like absolutely there's no such thing as like monetary payment, like, you know, money kind of thing. And yeah, and there's like no more like, he's like officially retired on the other side, I feel. And he's definitely at peace, okay? He's stable, you know, he's happy, he's living the life, I feel, you know. Now, I do feel that he does see that people miss him on the other side, okay? But it's kind of like him saying, don't miss me. You know, I love you here. You know, I'm still around you, you know, kind of energy here. I do feel that this child that needs to be explained to what happened to him, I feel that this child can either, I wouldn't say that I feel it's a boy. Actually, a little boy. And I feel like, I don't know if he has the gift or what have you, but I do feel that he has a strong connection to this grandfather figure. And I feel that he's going to kind of talk to him, okay? The child is going to talk to the grandfather here. I do feel that this grandfather has reunited with his wife. Now, I do feel that these two are twin flames as well. You don't know what a twin flame is, do look that up. It's an interesting way of life, you know, a relationship here. But I feel like she was like the happy homemaker, you know. She has always like dinner on the table kind of thing. But yeah, I had a question about, do we sleep or do we eat? I don't feel like it. I mean, I don't feel that we sleep because we don't have like a physical body per se. We're just energy on the other side. But and I have watched NDEs, they're called. But yeah, you can look it up, and there's so many interesting stories. And I saw that this one story, and he proclaimed that you don't sleep. But about eating, even though we don't have our body on the other side, I feel like I could go down with a good old cheesesteak when I get to the other side. I'm from Philadelphia area, so I would, or scrapple. I would miss that. But yeah, I mean, I feel like you can definitely visualize what you want to eat on the other side. Just a little FYI. That's what I feel anyway. But I feel like there's like a home cooking kind of thing. There's pot roast in the oven. You know what I mean? But yeah, so she's back working and, treating and spoiling her husband here. So, and she's loving it. Because I do feel that there was quite a bit of many years between when she passed to his passing here, and very much so looking forward to him returning, okay? And I feel like she's a talker, okay? Now she's coming in as well. But yeah, you're not gonna keep her quiet. Absolutely not, okay? But yeah, I feel like there's when these two reunited, I feel like there's happy tears, that they have reunited for sure. And that the struggle was real with her, I feel like she also watched over her husband before his passing. Explain. I do feel that little boy, their grandson, really feels the energy of spirits, I feel like he knows that that these two, his grandmother and grandfather, have reunited, and and he's happy for him. But he does need to be explained as to where they have gone, Yeah, because he was very confused. He was kind of lost, And I feel like everybody was kind of hush-hush, Like, prime example, not to get too into it, but when my mother-in-law was ill, I've noticed, like, from what he was saying, my son, who was, actually, he was just turning 16. So he's old enough to understand what was really going on. And the family, that side of the family, was kind of sugarcoating it, saying, things that, and I knew the condition, I knew what to expect, kind of thing with my mother-in-law's health, because you could just hear it, Anyway, but yeah, so I just feel that, there's a lot of thoughts, or misinformation or misquoted or what have you. And it's just kind of like, just speak the truth to him, because even though he might not be 16 per se, he's old enough to understand. Plus, I feel that he had such a bond and a connection with his grandfather here that, it would be the right thing to do, even though you question yourself whether or not you should really get into it too much with him. But I do feel, however, he will appreciate you more. Absolutely. Absolutely. So, but that is what I have for whomever this is meant for. Thank you all for watching. I do appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe as well. Smashing that like button. It definitely helps out with my channel. And I'll talk to you soon. Bye.